We're here at Rainmaker Solutions for the final day of a 5-day mentorship program hosted by Discipulus Ventures. Today, the 10 young men who were handpicked to participate in this program will pitch their businesses and ideas to a group of investors.
So we're an accelerator. I think in one word, that's a good way of saying it, that basically takes young people, kind of the most value-driven, most motivated young people who want to solve the world's and America's most important problems, and we help them do that. So we identify them before anybody else does. We bring them out here for this cohort program, and then we help them with mentorship, with raising funding through venture capital, and then kind of get them on the road so they can succeed in the future with what they're working on. They get a mentor throughout the week in a similar industry to them. We put on talks throughout the week. We stay together, we live together. It's a really kind of strong fraternal culture we're trying to build out of young people, young guys solving important problems that America needs.
These young folks are working on some really difficult problems that are more industrial based. Think about the history of El Segundo. If you think about the oil refinery, the aerospace, GPS satellite, big capital intensive physical products and problems. And so the mentorship that's happening, these kids are coming, I say kids, they're in their like early 20s, so given my age, they're kids. They're coming forward with these incredible ideas. They're in the early stages. One young man I met said he said, mark me on this. I'm going to be the renowned expert on manufacturing on the moon and what that means for other things. I was like, wow, this guy's a bold statement. So I love it. I love the conviction, the passion. They've got these incredible entrepreneurs and VCs that are mentoring them. So Jacob and his team have been able to bring these young folks into town to let them work on their business model all week long, then pitch it, and then work with a mentor to refine it, potentially get some financing.
El Segundo just has a great entrepreneurial energy right now, especially in deep tech and hard tech. Lots of people building really interesting things for defense and energy and a lot of other kind of categories that have been historically overlooked in Silicon Valley. So bringing together a bunch of young people that want to get into the industry is fantastic. To just have that element of like, this is possible, that's very, very key for a new generation of entrepreneurs. I think they've done a great job collecting a good cohort of entrepreneurs, and they've also brought together pretty much everyone who's in the previous generation of entrepreneurs that have been in this area. A lot of my friends have come by to give talks and give advice, and it's great to see it. Obviously, you can't call Elon and have him come to something like this, but you can call someone who's a couple years into building a real business, has tens of millions of dollars in the bank, maybe a huge facility that's cranking out parts or something like that. So it's great to have just that continuation of entrepreneurial energy passed down.
It's amazing. The amount of people that are coming to El Segundo recently to work on these really difficult problems steeped in defense or in energy, it's amazing. So I love the momentum. So it's really good to be here. I'm glad the city's here supporting them to harness this energy and help them succeed.
Another event proving that El Segundo is where big ideas take off. For Business Matters, I'm Catherine Chen.